So as promised, I will teach you how to set up incoming webhook, and we'll do it step by step slowly. But before we begin, you will need three things. One is you will need an account, okay, with packages. So this could be a paid or a free account, makes no difference. And then you will need to sign up for an account with Postman, postman.com, and this is going to be a free account. And then lastly, you should have the ability to navigate to webhook.is. All right, and once you see this blue button here, click on it. And if you see the spinning circle of death, you're on the right track. So if you don't have this already, please pause this video and go get it sorted. And once you are done, come back to the video again. Okay, so now if you can hear me, it means you have already signed up for those accounts. So we're ready to proceed. So the idea is that we want to set up an incoming webhook that will send two pieces of data, the product and price, to packages. And then inside packages, we will have a HTTP request node, right? Which will take the input and send it out to webhook.is. So essentially, if you do it correctly, whatever we enter in postman.com will be sent to webhook.is, right? It's that simple, right? And if you can do this successfully, then you have graduated, from this tutorial. So let's get going. So the first thing you need to do is to create uh, this and automation, right? And you need four boxes, right? You need two input boxes, which you will relabel as product and price, okay? And then you will need a HTTP request box, right? So to look for that, just right click, right? And then come all the way down here and click on this. You should have this. So I'm going to remove this for now. And then you should also have a finish box, which we can relabel to results. Okay. Now we're going to relabel this to, I don't know what you want to call this, maybe webhook. So boring, right? Okay. So the two uh, input boxes, there's nothing there. It's just a simple text, right? That's all. But for this one, we need to edit. Okay. We need to change this to post. Okay. Then the next thing is we need to add two keys. And if you have followed my previous tutorial, you will realize that it comes in a pair. So there's a key and a value, right? Same thing as well. There's a key and a value. So we just need to fill this in correctly. So the key is basically just a name. In this case, the first one is product. Now, how do we enter the value? In packages, we just need to put an at and then, okay, and where do we get this from? This is actually coming from here. So whatever we label this, okay, it will be reflected here. Okay, so just let me sidetrack a bit and show you what I mean. So if we change this to products, when we come back here, this will change to products as well. So I'm going to change it back to product, and it will be reflected here as a product. So we're going to change this to body, and then the first key value set is done. Now let's do the second pair, and again we want price, right? And what is the value? Same thing, add PR. Click on this, and again this will appear in the body. So if you do it correctly, you'll say body parameter, and these are the two, the key value sets already set. Now, because we want to send the data from packages to the next station, okay, which is the webhook.is, we need to copy the URL and paste it here. So if you recall one of my earlier videos, this URL is nothing more than a telephone line, which will allow, um, you know, in this case, packages to talk to this site called webhook.is. And once you establish that telephone line, you will be able to send information back and forth. Right. In this case, we are posting whatever values, sorry, key value pairs here to this site. Okay. So we're going to test this out. Okay, to make sure that we are doing this correctly. So maybe I will try. How about a pizza? And it's $29. So we hit the run button, and let's go check. Okay, so you can see that the key value has been successfully sent to this site. So pizza, $29, price, product and price. So that means we have set up successfully. So if you look at the diagram one more time, we are setting this back end first because we've got to make sure that whatever data we have from packages we can send to the site that we want, right? And once you can do this, then we worry about the front end. Okay, so let's do the front end, the incoming webhook. So let's go back to packages. Now to look for the incoming webhook, you can either click on this or go to the three dots and click on manage webhooks. Same result. Okay, so there is no webhooks. There's no webhook created yet. So we just need to click on this to create a new one. Right. So let's call this the web. Okay, maybe let's call it the postman, right, since it's coming from there. Okay, and these are the serial number, all right, or we call it ID, right? But it's the same. It's a serial number that is tied to the input box. Okay, so we can just hit the save. So we can check the parameters anytime by clicking on the gray button here. We're not interested in that for now. We are interested in getting the telephone line or the URL, right? So let's click on this. And if you have signed up for an account at Postman already, if you click home, you should see this page. So just click on this one that says new request. Okay, and you should see the same thing as me, right? Very plain, very vanilla, very simple to understand. So what we need to do, the first thing is we need to paste the telephone line, right, or the URL in this space here, right? So if we were to hit the send button right now, nothing's happening. Okay, so if you go to the packages, okay, right, you won't see anything happening. Why is that? Because we have not set up the value. All right, so I mean the key value pair yet. Right, so under normal circumstances, it will look something like this. Sorry, product, right? Say wine, and then you have the price. Say let's say it's cheap wine, $59. Okay, and it should work. Bear in mind that for packages, it's not post, rather it's get. Right, so if you were to hit this button again, and we go check webhook.is, right, you'll see that the result is the same as the one before, right? No data has been sent successfully. Okay, so only the first time we were able to do it directly from packages to webhook.is. All right, so let's delete all this. Right. So what went wrong? Right. We did have the product. We did have the name of the product. We did have the price. We did have the number that's associated with the price. But why? And we have the right telephone line. So what's wrong? Well, the thing is, we can't use the the actual input name, right, we will need to use the serial number that comes with this, right? So the input name cannot be used. We will need to, copy this, and then we need to replace the input name, right? In this case, yeah. Okay. So my advice is that you do this as slowly as you can, right, or as carefully as you can, so that you only need to do it once. Okay. So just double check. PRBC, PRBC. All right. So we have got the get function. The telephone line is here. Okay. We have this set up. We can hit the over here, nothing. So let's go at postman. Let's hit the send button. Okay. And if we do it correctly, it should pass through packages, and the data will be sent or forwarded to webhook.is. Okay, so we can always try again, because this doesn't take up any credit, right? And it's good that okay, so it's right here, right? So we will try this again. So let's say a loaf of bread. Maybe a loaf of bread is only $5. So let's hit the send button, and yep, it's forwarded to webhook.is. So just like this, right? We have set up the incoming webhook successfully, send the data to packages, which packages will forward to this site, webhook.is. Right, so that's it for this video. I hope you can now go out and create more webhooks and uh, enrich your packages, right? Your automation. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.